Hi students, welcome to another session. So far we are dealing with Unit 4, that is Human Development. In the earlier we have seen the definition of development and several other definitions like growth, maturation, evolution, etc. And we are dealing with the child stages, that is infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood and old age. And in the last two sessions we had discussed about infancy, and now we will see the next topic, that is childhood. Childhood is generally a stage between uh, the infancy and adult, a teenage or adolescence, that is from 2 years to 12 years. So here we have the child growth slows down during early childhood as compared to infancy. Means the infancy development, that is 6 months to 1 year or the 2 years, we can see the development is quicker, like sensory motor development, the child cooing, according to the Piaget's cognitive development theory, all these things, the growth will be faster. The child learns easily and the physical development is also very fast. But as the child enters the childhood, there will be a little slowdown. The child develops physically, gains weight, height, learns to walk, run, jumps, plays within the ball. Almost he is very near to the adolescent. Socially, the child world expands from parents to the family and near home at school. That is, from generally 2 to 5 years, the child joins the school or the play school or whatever. And the child in the initial days will be uh, more attached to the father or mother. But when the child enters a school or enters outside learning, walking, talking, etc., the world will be expanding. So if the actions are positive and getting positive responses, the child develops a sense of morality. During childhood, children have increased physical capacities, can perform tasks independently. The physical capacities include talking, walking, grabbing things, etc. They will set the goals to reach their parents' expectations. They want to get appreciated from the parents, the love and care. The increasing maturation of the brain, along with opportunities to experience the world, contribute to development of child cognitive abilities. So that will increase the development of language, communications, memory. All these things will be according to the opportunities of the world, how the parents are supporting the child. So next to it is physical development. The physical development has two principles. Development proceeds cephalocaudally, that is from the cephalic. Cephalic means head, cephalic, and caudal. Caudal means the tail region. If it is a baby, like you will have a stomach, let it be the legs. Okay, this is why you would notice that infant head is proportionally larger than his or her body during early infancy. If you see an infant crawling, she or he will use the arms first and then shift to using legs. Like in the early years, like the baby uses hands during the crawling, during the crawling, and then with the help of walls or grab handles, they will start walking. First, they will start grabbing things, and then they will start walking. So, as the head region will have central nervous system, the development takes from the head to the tail. That is, growth proceeds from the center of the body and moves towards the extremities and more distal regions. From the center of the body to the distant regions, to the top and to the below. These proximal distal trend, that is, child gains control over their torso, that is the chest region, then other extremities. So initially, infants reach for objects by turning their entire body. For example, they cannot turn the neck individually. They turn whole body to the right side or left side and turning back. They extend their arms to reach for things. These changes are the result of maturing nervous system. The changes when they turn entire body, instead of that they reach with their hands, they turn their head. All these things are the changes in the development system. These changes as a result of maturing nervous system are not because of any limitation, since even visually impaired children show the same sequence. This is not a physical any limitation. It is already programmed in the genes. That will be happening with the time to time. As children grow older, they look slimmer as the trunk part of their bodies lengthens and body fat decreases. Generally, people will, the baby of a child or a child have the stomach uh, part a little bit heavy, but with the age, all these wings, the development takes to the both extremities and turning the child more active. So the brain and head grow more rapidly than any other part of the body. So if you see, the child will learn, will try to observe things of of the world around, such as eye-hand coordination, holding a pencil, attempts made at writing. All these are abilities of the child. During middle and late childhood years, children increase significantly in size, strength, that is 5 to 10 years. Increase in weight is mainly due to increase in the size of skeletal and muscular systems. This is the physical development of the body, as well as size of some body organs. These size of body organs will be as per the genetical processes or the biological processes, but as the age grows, all will set accordingly. So next to it, physical development, we have motor development of the child. Gross motor skills during the early childhood years involve the use of arms and legs and moving around with confidence and more purposefully in the environment. That is, using hands and legs more efficiently with more confidence. All this will help for the motor development of the child. Fine motor things, fingers dexterity, that is how we are holding objects, and eye hand coordination, what you are seeing, you are able to grab. So this is eye hand coordination, improves substantially during early childhood. So all these things will be happening during the 2 to 7 or 10 years. During these years, the child preference for left or right hand also develops. Some people will have right hand preference, some children will have left hand preference. All these preferences will be developed during the child's early childhood development. The choice for hand uses. The major accomplishments in gross and fine motor skills during early childhood are given in table. Let's see the table in the next slide. So what are the major during the 3 years, the Gross motor skills are hopping, jumping, and running. But fine motor skills, building blocks, picking objects, forefinger with forefinger and thumb. Like the finger, if you see, uh, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and the little finger, they will use these things. Four fingers also, like very, it is not holding all the hands. In the 4 years, climb up and downstairs with 1 foot on each step. Fit jigsaw puzzle precisely. Like the child will be able to solve the puzzles. During the 5 years, they will run hard, they fast, enjoy races, increasing in the running or any other activities. Hand, arm, body, all coordinate with eye movement. So in the earlier side, I said eye coordination with the hand. What you see and what you want to exhibit is the eye hand coordination. This is very important part for any human being. So next it is after the motor, physical and motor development. Next is cognitive development. The child's ability to acquire the concept of object permanence enables him or her to use mental symbols to represent objects. So the concepts like a flower, a tree, a house, all these uh, will be the mental images. When you say something, you will grab some meaning, right? But how you get the meaning, you will have some picture in the brain and you will get to know how these make sense to the child. However, the child at this stage lacks the ability to that allows him or her to do mentally what we done physically before. So, so the development is like it is about the mental development and the physical development. But earlier, the physical development, all these things are part of the development. So the development is physical, but now it is mentally done. Cognitive development in early childhood focuses on Piaget's stages of pre-operational thought. So the table will be discussed in the next slide. The child gains the ability to mentally represent an object that is not physically present. You may have observed children draw designs figures to represent people, trees, dog, houses, etc. They are able to meet the mental functioning. They are able to image things and draw accordingly. So what they can remember and they can draw. Okay, this is the cognitive development. This ability of the child to engage in symbolic thought helps to expand his or her mental world. The progress in symbolic thought continues. A salient feature of pre-operational thought is egocentrism, self-focus. That is, children see the world only in terms of their own selves and are not able to appreciate others' point of view. It is like they their world is completely having their own definitions. But as the person grows, the child grows, it will be changing. Children, because of egocentrism, engage in animism, thinking that all things are living like oneself. Like like a toy. A toy is a living thing. Any animal, any object, an aeroplane, they will see it as a living thing. The attribute life like qualities to inanimate objects. For example, if a child while running slips on the road, she might show animism by saying, "Road hurt me." Like there will be, these are the physical objects. Like I said, the toy. The toy, they will feel like it is a living thing. They will talk with the toy, objectifying, self talk. All these things are due to the uh, clarity, the differences, their ability to differentiate living and non-living things, categorize things is not up to the mark. So as the age grows, they will able to know which is a living thing and non-living thing. A child grow and are approximately between 4 and 7 years of age. They want answers to all their questions like why is the sky blue, how tree grows, and so on. An active child asks about 200 to 400 questions per day. They want to learn things, they want to explore the world, they want to know what are the things around. Another feature of thought during pre-operational stage is characterized by children having a tendency for concentration, that is focusing on a single characteristic or feature for understanding an event. For example, a child may insist on drinking a big glass of juice, preferring a tall narrow glass to a short broad one, even though both might be holding the same amount of juice. So they will not have logical development, but they prefer the size. So all these things are the development of the child. So by each stage the child will be developing. As the child grows, and approximately between 7 and 11, in the earlier we discussed about 4 to 7, and now it is 7 and 11 years of age, the period of middle and late childhood. It is that early childhood and then it is late childhood. Intuitive thought is replaced by logical thought. Earlier the child used to talk and unable to differentiate living and non-living things, right? They feel like toy is a living thing, but here the logical thought will be developed. They are able to see the differences. This is the stage of concrete operational thought, that is pre-operational and concrete operational thought, which is made up of operations, mental actions that allow the child to do mentally what was done physically before. So earlier we discussed about physical things, but now it is mental things. Mentally they are able to differentiate and follow things. Concrete operations are also mental actions that are reversible. In a well-known fact test, the child is presented with two identical balls of clay. Concrete operations are also mental actions that are reversible. In a well-known test, the child is presented with two identical balls of clay, that is the mud. So we can see how mental actions can be developed. One ball is rolled by the experimenter into a long thin strip, and then the other ball remains in its original shape. On being asked which has more clay, the child of 7 to 8 years would answer that both have the same amount of clay. So when the child of 7 to 11 years old, 7 to 11 years of old, so when we see the clay and it is turned to a rolled and turned to a shape, so they would answer both have same quantity. It is like logical thinking. This is because the child imagines the ball rolled into a thin strip and then to a ball. That means she is able to imagine reversible mental action. When you make this roll into into the ball, the mud ball or a clay ball, they will able to imagine thing ball to the roll and then to the ball. So all these stages, when the child observes, they can differentiate things. This is because the child images the ball rolled into a thin strip and then into the ball. This means they are able to reverse mental actions, that they are able to see the differences. What do you think a pre-operational stage would have done? She or he is like to focus on only one aspect, length or height. So this can be understood very clearly by a small experiment that will be discussed in the later in the slides. Concrete operations allow the child to focus on different characteristics and not focus on one aspect of the object. This helps the child to appreciate that there are different ways of looking at things, which also results in a decline of his or her egocentrism, like only decision. They were able to think rationally, abstractly, and see things how we can uh, see developing things of a child. Thinking becomes more flexible. They are able to think in all ways. And children can think about alternatives way of solving problems. These are the cognitive functions. Mentally retrace their steps if afraid. Like they can go back, check what has gone wrong. All these things are part of the child's cognitive development. So next to it is, even though the pre-operational child develops the ability to see relationship between different properties of an object, she cannot do abstract thinking. That is, she still cannot manipulate ideas in the absence of objects. This 11 to 11, 7 to 11 years old child cannot do abstract things. Like when the object is present, they can think, but in the absence of object, they are unable to differentiate things. For example, steps required to complete algebraic equations, like a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So these functions, how this one, like a plus b into a plus b, right? So both these functions, how many steps required? So max to max 2 to 4 steps, right? All these things are like abstract thinking, but this thinking cannot be done at the stages of 7 to 11 years. And even latitude, the revolution speed, the growing cognitive abilities of children facilitate the acquisition of language, like grammar, grammatical concepts, abstract thinking. All these things will be discussed in the latter chapter. But this is what, after the development, like 11 years, they are able to think cognitively. So in the activity, so this activity, we can see how a child see the differences. Take two transparent glasses or tumblers, transparent glasses, and pour some same amount of water to like this, 50 ml, 100 ml. Ask the child of class 2. Class 2 will be around 7 years, below 7 years, below 7 years. And class 5, that is greater than 7 years, that is 7 to 11 years. Whether the glass contain the same amount of water. Who will say the same amount of water? Of course, maybe both. Take another tall thin glass that is of less diameter, and in front of the child, empty water from one of the earlier glasses and transfer it to them and ask which glass has more water. So this, the class 2 child, what he says, and class 5 child, what he says. There will be a difference, that one child will be saying this thin jar will have more water because there is no abstract thinking. But above 7 to 11 years old child, he can clearly tell the difference, right? So that is the difference that can be observed in the activity. So next to it is socio-emotional development. I think we have to stop here. In the next session, we will continue. Like I think around there are few slides which we can discuss in the next session. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.